Hey guys, what's going on? It is the Shrugnator here, and I'm here to give you my review of WWE 2K16. Now, the game was already great before this patch that came out, but I did want to wait until a patch was released to give my review, because there was some bugs that needed to be fixed, some things that needed to be fixed, patched up, and they did fix up on some of that stuff. Now, I don't know if they did anything with the target indication, because that was that was a problem. Like, if you're in a tag team match, or if you were in a triple threat match, fatal four-way match, six-man match, whatever, if there was more than two superstars in the ring, you could start targeting someone else other than the person you're starting to fight, and that was a huge problem. Like, I was in a match, you know, the debut match for your NXT career, when you're teaming with Baron Corbin and you're taking on Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. I'm beating up Finn Balor in the ring and he's on the ground, and then out of nowhere I start targeting Hideo Itami, and then Balor's able to hit his finisher and pin us. I was like, what the hell? Like, it just didn't make any sense, and I was really mad about it because it just simply doesn't make any sense. So I hope they fix that up. But something I do know they fixed on, which was awesome that they fixed on, is that you can now make title matches in universe mode. Now, I did hear before people were saying, oh, you could always make title matches in universe mode, but only on pay-per-views. No, that's a lie, because I run an interactive universe on my Twitch channel, and you most certainly could not make title matches ever. I tried on pay-per-views, WrestleMania, Fastlane, the Royal Rumble. You cannot do it, but now you can. You now can with the new update. So that's awesome. You can make a title match anywhere that you want now, because I just tried to do it on an episode of Raw and it worked. So that's awesome. Finally. And yeah, I think that just made the game that much better. So what I also want to talk about overall in universe mode, in universe mode, it's an improvement. They didn't really show any video of it for some reason. I think they were not so confident in it. That's why they didn't show like video of universe mode, but honestly they should have, because people were asking for it, and they ended up releasing like a text about it. People were kind of upset it was only a text. And then, you know, you had guys like I believe it was Dank Ops specifically that uploaded a video showing you a bunch of stuff about universe mode, like status effects and stuff like that. You cannot change the status effects, sadly. That's one problem I found out about universe mode. That's not a huge problem, but I mean, you should be able to change the status effects, control everything, you know. And they all get personalities now instead of just a heel or a face. They get personalities that complement their heel and face qualities. I think that was a really, really cool part that they added. And then you know, same rivalries. Well, not really the same, because they ended up adding I believe they said there's 10 new ways a rivalry can go or something like that. I don't know, but you know, people can get injured more. It's like people can go into matches depending on the match they were in. If they're in a match later on that night, they could be suffering like some sort of a minor knee injury or something. R.I.P. Seth Rollins. Yeah, I think universe mode overall is a great improvement, and I can't wait to see what they do with it in 2K17. In all honesty, I think it's gonna be phenomenal next year. Now, people keep asking for GM mode, and you technically do have a GM mode. You have universe mode. You get to control everything in universe mode just like you did in GM mode. GM mode actually gave you restrictions and gave you like a salary cap, and the brands are easier to split in GM mode. That's true, but in a way that's true. But you know, like, universe mode kind of is GM mode. It's just better, really. It's really just a better GM mode. People got to understand that. So, I also wanted to talk about, of course, my career mode. Now, my career mode really was an improvement from last year's. It's a very big improvement from last year's my career mode. Now, I have a career mode specifically for YouTube, and I have a career mode specifically for Twitch that I use. So far, I'm almost 23 hours into the Twitch career, which is ridiculous, I know. I'm almost 23 hours into that. I've won the NXT title, immediately gone to the main roster, got the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm the Authority. I don't want to give out specifics like that because I want you guys to experience it for yourselves, how career mode is. Now, I did like, however, how you can make your own rivalries. You can force your own rivalries. You can make your own teams, stuff like that for tag team division, or just simply an ally for later use, I guess. So how to make an ally? You basically like just run into a match and help somebody out and help them win a match by kind of just running out and managing them in a way. And then you can simply just make enemies by when they're in a match, when someone's coming out to a match, you can run in and attack them before the match starts, and they won't even have the match. You'll just run in and attack them.
Is this it? This match has taken so much out of this guy. He's not going to give up.
Now,
man, this is a move.
Another thing about career mode is while you're in NXT,
oh gosh. Hey,
the only way to get out of NXT, like as far as I know, it's the only way you can get out, and nobody else has told me of a different way. I've never heard of a different way. You have to start a rivalry with Kevin Owens, or it might not be Kevin Owens, it could be Finn Balor, whoever the NXT champion is. For me, both times I had to do it, it's Kevin Owens. So that's what you got to do. You got to start a rivalry with whoever the NXT champion is after your rivalry with the first person that you rival with, which I again don't want to give it away. It's the same for everybody, though. And yeah, so you have to run in on whoever the NXT champion is and attack them before you get another rivalry going. So you attack them, and then you talk in the interview as if you want the rivalry to keep going. Whether you're a face or a heel, however you have to do it, make sure you want the rivalry to keep going in that interview, and then you'll be locked in a rivalry with that NXT champion. So then you can challenge for the NXT title, and if you want to either stay as NXT champion, defend the title, or you can go ahead and go up to the main roster right away and go after whatever championship you want. You have no limits to that. You can go after literally any championship. Like in my Twitch career, I went right for my WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and in a YouTube career, I'm probably going to go for a minor title or the tag titles right away. Now, something that I really like, besides everything I've mentioned, is the overall gameplay. Now, the gameplay is very, very nice. I love the improvements they've made, the reversal finishers and everything. Such a huge improvement. What I'm talking about is specifically the reversal finisher of Seth Rollins going for the curb stomp and Randy Orton reversing it into an RKO, just like at WrestleMania 31. It was beautiful.
And here's just some of the action we saw during the match.
I love the gameplay, though. The reversal stocks are great for the game. Limits reversing, so you can't just spam reversing. Also, they kept the fail-safe reversal for spamming moves. Like if you are on the ground and you don't have any reversals, you're like, oh fuck, and they're just beating you down. After a couple moves, after a certain amount of moves, I believe it's after 3 or 4 moves, they will, on the 4th move I believe it is, they will reverse it automatically for you. Like your character will reverse the move for you, just so you don't get spammed on, which I think is nice that they did.
Let's take a look back at what exactly happened during this one.
Yeah, and overall, the new moves, awesome. New GTS right there, as you can see, it's great. So many great new moves, new weapon animations, everything like that. So much new stuff in the game. Such an improvement from 15. This is the first ever WWE game completely made by 2K, by the way. The other one still had THQ stuff in it. Now,
Man, when you get a one-on-one,
I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my out of 10 star rating, and that is a 9.5. Now, not just because I'm a huge WWE game fan, but because I think other WWE game fans will love this game. Other people that are simply a fan of this type of genre of video games will love this game. It was just a 9 before this little patch, but this little patch made it to a 9.5 for me. There's still a couple things I think that could definitely be improved for next year. And mainly that's just career mode. That's what I'm really worried about, because it's a little repetitive. When you just start your own rivalries, it's a little bit repetitive, unless it's like a storyline with the Authority, as far as I know of. That's the only difference. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Also, comment. Let me know what you thought about my review. 9.5 stars out of 10. And, of course, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.